Today I want to share with you my thoughts about moss and how to control this lawn menace. Firstly, I must say that when people tell me that they're not bothered about moss being in their lawns in winter because it makes the lawn look okay, are kidding themselves. Moss is not a grass substitute. The only thing that will come through the moss after winter will be next year's weeds. From December through to February, lawn growth almost halts. However, moss thrives from autumn through into spring, particularly if damper weather conditions prevail. And I have to say that in the last 3 to 4 years, moss growth has been exceptional. It is a common misconception to think that moss is an aggressive invader of lawns. In reality, it's an opportunist. It takes advantage of weaknesses in the lawn, and those can be caused by bare patches, sparse grass, annual weeds, mowing the grass too short, or, worst case, scalping. The most effective way to deal with moss-infested lawns is to scarify it in spring or in autumn. The reason it's in these two seasons is because the lawn recovers more quickly from this aggressive mechanical treatment. If done in winter months, scarification can lead to a disfigured lawn which takes considerably longer to recover. And guess what? If the grass isn't growing, moss will take advantage. Professional scarification offers multiple benefits for your lawn and should not be confused with the use of electric lawn rakes on lawns. Scarifiers have vertical blades rather than metal hooks. These remove moss without shredding grass blades and reducing the likelihood of disease infestation. Generally, a double pass scarification used in conjunction with other measures is sufficient for most lawns. Using a lawn rake, the temptation is to keep going over the lawn many times at huge cost in time, fuel, your energy and patience, not to mention the volume of moss to be collected. And each pass of the lawn rake damages more grass blades. By setting the scarifier to the correct operating depth, shallow lateral grass roots are cut, and this promotes correct vertical growth, improving the root structure. Scarifiers will remove other lawn debris and dead grass, which can otherwise form a mat, called thatch, on the surface of the lawn soil. Thatch-affected lawns will die, as opposed to going dormant after prolonged dry periods. In most serious cases, the lawn can actually become detached from the lawn below and can be peeled back. Scarifiers will leave shallow grooves in the soil surface, which provides an ideal opportunity to overseed the lawn and thicken the turf density. Scarification is an aggressive treatment on the lawn, and recovery does take time. That recovery time is dependent upon a number of factors. Firstly, how much moss has been removed from the lawn. Secondly, how much grass remains and how strong it is. Thirdly, whether the lawn has been overseeded. And finally, and most importantly, the prevailing weather conditions. Once the lawn has had the majority of moss removed, spray treatments can then keep moss at bay whilst the turf increases in density, forming a natural barrier against future serious moss infestation. When integrated with a lawn care programme, scarification can be pivotal in reversing the decline of turf condition, and it's a fraction of the cost of returfing.